Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue. Matchmaking 30. Searching for opponent. Estimated wait time, 95 seconds. Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue. Entering, still searching pop-up. We are still opponent is ready.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and got at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Check, Mike 42. Watch QB drop.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there. Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, Delta.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Packers. Jimmy Graham, 57 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Strong right. 4 down.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Preston Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We want it. Come to
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
That's fielded in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They pick a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Here we go.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a play fake here on first down. Mahomes hit, he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Jump out! Hey, Charlie! 56 to Mike. 53, you done?
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bowlen, Gil. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Man open left side. It's Williams. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They go play action here on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now 21-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you know, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That's the way you make it spin. That's the way you make it
pick six, extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston's.
Entering, attention, pop up, the connection to your peer has been lost, exit game. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options, quick match is selected. Matchmaking, searching for opponent, estimated wait time, 95 seconds. Entering, still searching, pop-up, we are still searching for it. Matchmaking 30, entering online hub, matchmake, searching for opponent, estimated wait time, 95 seconds. Entering, still searching, pop-up, we are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue. Opponent is ready.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I can't believe they didn't let you play.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm about to take you to school.
Flacco on the give to Lindsay. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's get it.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsay, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check. Monday.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising neither one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
51. Gun. Mike 42. Here we go, here we go. Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Danny. Bravo. Mike 42, Mike 42. Nice.
Passing play, Flacco. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and just like that, it's third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Dash, 20. Check, Mike 42. Here we go. Gun. Here I come. 42's the mic, boys, 42's the mic. So we got man. Red. Mike's 42. Come on.
Once more, it's Flacco. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Ready! Behind side, ready! Hey, Monday! Watch the flood! Gun! Watch the flood, motion, pop! Hey, Mike's 42! Check the outs, check Roger, 5-0!
Flacco now on 4. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick.
And entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
37 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Well, conventional.
Entering game stats. KR third, fourth down, CONV home 100% away 0%. Entering pause screen, resume. Entering, cancel, pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
Line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack out 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Back two. Hey, Alpha. Back two.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray 1st, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone.
Entering, cancel, pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 87 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
42's Mike, 42's Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 1st down, Flacco. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Switch. Yo, Lee. Gun. Motion. Reset. Hey, wahoo.
To pass, Flacco. And a little floater there is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progression.
Entering, cancel, pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
Just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check. 43 wide. 42's the mic. Yeah. Hey, Mike's. Hey, Foxtrot. Coming.
They do snap it. Flacco now. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, 88. 5. Zoom. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Mike 52.
Hey, let's get this. Here, Mike.
New Mike.
Hey. Mike 7. Come on. 52.
On first down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Let's get that 26.
Watch out.
Hey, Haywood. Look at this.
Rodgers now throwing again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Check. Yeah, live. 47, Mike. Hey, Orbit.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Hey, you block over here. 40. Hey, Steve 6. Go.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 34 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
All day, just like that. 4-7's the Mike.
Let's get the ball.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Hey, Monday.
What's tight? Tight is right.
3 down.
Let's go. Mike 42.
Here we go.
Mike 42.
Yo. Monday.
Mike's 4-2.
What is?
Throwing here on first down. Flacco over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Flacco now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10.
Mike 42. Mike Smith. Check. Mike 42.
Check.
Ready,
Operating out of the gun. Flacco. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Flacco. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Royce Freeman, the intended target, and it's third down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Oh, yeah!
will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Check 31, check 31.
Red.
Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. That's to his running back, complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter of...
And entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
319.
Mike 47. Watch the run. Mike 30.
Now the man from Utah, this is Aaron Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hey, Delta.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Get your swarm on!
Flacco looks to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football he can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Mike 4-2, Mike 4-2.
Hey, exit.
They're running it.
Rolling the dice on 4th, Flacco.
And entering cancel pop-up waiting for their quickness in online game.
Well, they
Cancel.
were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Green 18.
Mike 47. Hey, pick your game up.
Get 300. Get 300. 150.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Get 300. Get 300.
From the 22, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
From the 22, Flacco. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Silver. Check 52.
Hey, yellow. Look at the hot stats. Wait.
42's the mic. 42's the mic. I'm coming.
Pretty high.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every
Game stats. 4th down, CONT, entering, cancel, pop-up, waiting for your peer to resume online game,
whether you're playing
cancel.
man or zone, eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Coming to you. Shift.
3 wide. Red.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete.
Game stats. Enter. First. Fourth down, CONT home 2 to 5, 40% away, 0%. And entering, cancel, pause, waiting for your to resume online game, cancel.
And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
40. 258. Give me that ball, defense. We're done. Give me that ball, defense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
80 weapons. Back north. Bravo.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. He's got it. And he will get this in.
Entering, cancel, pop-up, waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You ain't got nothing.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Mike Dad! 180!
Check, Mike 42. Record!
Flacco. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Rocket! 80!
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 36 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Check call, check.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check 43.
On first down, it's Jones. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
49, check 49, check.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check Mike 47.
Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line and give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Check 42 to Mike. Check 42 to Mike. Double dog. That's the way. Check 20. 26.
Backing into the end zone, Flacco. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They come out here in the I. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47. All day, punt, slam. Back north, slam.
Topper.
Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Look at this.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it to the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Even. 4 down. Even.
They go pass again with Flacco. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And the pass falls incomplete. So 5 seconds remaining now in this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last gasp for Flacco. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities. Extreme confidence in his teammates. Never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Post-game report player stats. Play quick match. Entering main menu screen Superstar X.